So I'm guessing with obviously Rafferty being from Kaizen Academy, you will have had experience training with him previously?
Exactly, yeah, and he's also coming into this with one win under his belt, which he won by decision in a very sort of technical, rangy fight. Great use of the jab, great use of his sort of long frame, things like teeps, just basically scoring points while moving around a lot. Thomas Callaghan, we've also seen him on Evolution of Combat before.
We have indeed.
Versus Alvaro from Reykjavik MMA. Thomas himself is also kind of a decent kickboxer, someone who's sort of shown really good ability to kind of throw lots of sort of high volume kicks with very little wind up. So
yep.
I think we should be in for a striker versus striker matchup here.
And I think Thomas will certainly be jazzed up after seeing his teammate Lee Ferguson obviously come back to the changing room with that really slick rear naked choke finish we've seen earlier on. So that'll probably lit a fire under his
exactly.
Yeah, got him jazzed up for this.
Seeing someone in your team win on the same night as you is definitely a great. Puts the pressure on you a little bit, but it also kind of gets you going.
As much as you're the only person locked inside that cage fighting, MMA is still very much a team sport.
The stage of fighting. Thomas Callaghan!
Thomas Callaghan, the hometown fighter in this bout.
Yeah, I think his gym's actually probably about 5 minutes walk down the road, if that. So
right.
We're kind of snookered here in between the Grip House and New Life Gym.
Here he comes. Both fighters quite tall, rangy.
Yeah, definitely.
Frame fighters.
Have fun, man.
Both fighters coming into this bout with a decision win, largely due to their striking from their previous bouts.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this goes. Like, obviously with you having previous experience training with Rafferty, you'll know his strong points. I know that Thomas, as you said and mentioned already, is a good high volume striker, but also with him coming from New Life Jimmy, will have experience, grappling with guys, like I said previously, Gary Priestley and stuff like that. These good no-gi, but quite unorthodox 10th Planet players, so I don't think he'll be a slouch on the ground. And like we've seen from Lee earlier on, they're very fast to dive on these tight submissions, so yeah, we're definitely in for an exciting fight here.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, if you can sort of train the wrestling together, anything like Lee, it could be a very exciting fight to watch.
Yeah, 100%.
Final checks for Thomas Callaghan before he steps into the cage to face Rafferty Stewert.
In a weird roundabout way, if you squint your eyes hard enough and gave them both the same haircut, they do kind of look like distant family members.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Similar frames.
Yeah.
Almost similar facial structures.
Yeah.
MMA contest consists of three-minute rounds. Both of our fighters at this time weighed in at 74 kilos. To my left in the red corner, with a record of 1 win and 0 losses. Fighting from Kaizen Academy, Rafferty Stewert. And to my right in the blue corner, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Fighting from New Life Gym, Thomas. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Neil Hall.
Joined by one of the best in the cage there, Neil Hall, one of the most experienced officials in the whole of the United Kingdom, if not Europe, if not maybe the world. So we are in very good hands here. And we're underway.
Touch gloves, and they split, and Thomas Callaghan straight in with that low kick. Very little wind up, and then an aggressive clinch entry against the cage.
Yep.
Rafferty just managing to twist his hips to the side with that side sprawl. He's got the whizzer there just to create a little bit of distance. Some knees coming in from Callaghan. Oh, and Rafferty returned to his own. I think Raf's, well, Thomas's knees seem to just be kind of glancing off the legs, whereas Raf's was right down the centre into the torso of Thomas. And Raf manages to get away and...
Oh, big shot.
Excellent shot there from Raf on the way out. That connected hard, we heard that.
Oh,
I think he's hurt him a little bit.
Oh, a nice double leg.
Double leg entry there, so...
I think you were right in your assessment there. I think he did hurt Thomas with that shot there. We did see a little wobble.
I think Raf was kind of not really expecting that takedown as well.
Rafferty's building up here, a bit of a higher guard maybe to look for some arm attacks.
Succeeding in largely neutralising the ground and pound threat from here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the... nearly got the sweep there.
Double ankle sweep.
And just locking up the closed guard. Like we said before, it's strikes from the bottom. There's maybe some more productive things we could do from this position when you're in the closed guard.
But at the same time, Thomas needs to watch his posture. It's a tough posture to compete in a no-gi sense, especially when you're kind of bent over that way. It's really hard to actually break up and strike.
And unlike with Lee Ferguson, he doesn't have the torso length advantage.
Yeah.
Which kind of made Lee's top closed guard strike so much more effective.
I always find that when I'm up on my feet in closed guard, I like to be in a deadlift position with my back up high. Almost looking to the sky. It gives you it really stresses out the closed guard as well and puts them right on the tip of the toes.
So very little action from either player really in this position. Rafferty's doing a good job of neutralising the damage, but not really building any kind of meaningful attack from the bottom. Whereas Thomas again just seems to be looking for the
just to hold position,
almost acting
really.
like he's in side control here, just holding on.
Yeah, I'd like to see Thomas maybe clear those head controls, posture up and get some strikes in, but I don't know. Neil Hall's having a nice close look in there. We might be seeing this fight getting stood up in a moment.
Quite potentially, yeah. I think Thomas did a great job though of kind of being able to weather the storm. He took a heavy shot then, went for the takedown, and now he's had ample time to recover.
Definitely.
So I think we could see a fresh Thomas Callaghan if we do
triangle
bring
here. He's got the triangle potentially. Late in the round, but he has got that triangle position there.
Just doesn't quite have the space there, just being against the cage, and we end the round.
Close. I think someone's bleeding. I'm not sure who.
Yeah, it was an interesting round that we had.
It's hard to score.
Early storm there from Thomas Callaghan. Very almost exactly the same as his last fight actually.
Yeah. A
very, very hard leg kick with pretty much no wind up to begin with, which kind of caught Rafferty off guard a little bit. And then he kind of swarmed with the clinch, and then Rafferty was able to just sort of survive on the cage for a little bit and land a very, very heavy hook on the way out.
Yep.
And then Thomas was able to, almost sort of bait Rafferty to get the takedown there in the end, and then just finish the round in closed guard.
It's a hard round to score that because, obviously Thomas had the positional advantage, finished a nice takedown, but also maybe didn't do as much as he could have done from that position, whereas Rafferty, as much as he only had a few seconds left, did get into that triangle position and was chipping away with strikes, so it's a tough round to score that.
Exactly, yeah. You could argue that the more meaningful offence there was from Rafferty, but positionally, Thomas did spend most of the round in the better positions.
Yep. Round two, ready to get going.
Oh, and Thomas doesn't touch gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, Rafferty hits again.
Takes a few big strikes for that.
I think he's ready for the takedown this time as well. He turns the corner with the whizzer.
Nice heavy.
Excellent shoulder pressure there from Raf with the whizzer.
Blocking that elbow. It's nice. Thomas trying to drive up with a head position.
Rafferty goes with the over-under.
Nice, good change of position.
Changes the position. Now we see Rafferty using his head pressure on Thomas. We'll see if Rafferty's going to try and use this to secure a takedown or break and go back to the striking where he's had some success so far.
Yeah, I think Rafferty definitely seems more comfortable in the striking exchanges for sure.
Thomas breaking the grips wherever Rafferty manages to form them.
Oh,
and down the middle again.
Great knee from both
straight
guys,
off from knees here. Oh,
nice fade out there. Nice fade out.
Nice little pull slip there from. Oh, and once again he dropped, but this time Rafferty seems ready for it to sprawl down.
Lovely takedown
ends up on
defence.
top here in side control.
Really good into the skull full position now, up into side control position. Really great takedown defence, and that was deep. That was really deep.
I think he was ready after. I think he was caught off guard with that takedown in the first round, but in this round, Rafferty's kind of been expecting it. He's ready for that. He's been sprawling. He's been using his whizzer.
Oh, maybe
shoulder pressure.
Oh.
Rafferty's got the underhook here. There's not really.
He's got that arm trap. Thomas trying to come up now. He needs to look to capitalise on this position. Oh, big right hand.
Flush right hand
big
there.
right hand from Rafferty.
Yeah, Rafferty's definitely coming off top of these open striking battles here.
Both guys super tough though. Not much really hurting them in these exchanges.
Both looking kind of
good
similar
knees.
levels of fatigue.
Oh,
excellent knee there.
And great takedown defence again.
Thomas going for the outside trip there. Rafferty sprawls, but unable to hold Thomas down as he goes back to his.
Here.
Oh, and he drops down for the guillotine from close guard.
With the arm in, it's a hard choke to finish.
It's under the chin. He's got the arm in.
He does have this.
It's very deep under the chin. I don't think his hand's in a position where Thomas can pull it out. Rafferty's pushing his hips up into this.
Maybe needs to tuck more to the side in that kind of side crunch
and he manages
position.
to slip out of it. And once again, we have Thomas on top in the close guard of Rafferty Stewert.
Rafferty showed that he had the skill set to get Thomas at a submissive position last time, so he really needs to get to work on that quickly. That's a risk you take when you pull guard on these submissions.
Especially as well if you think about the energy you're using. If you feel you've got the finish and you're going for it, that's when you burn out, and that's the danger.
Definitely.
It's very dangerous to go for a submission like that and not get it. We may even see Rafferty here just looking to kind of stall for the rest of the round to allow his arms a bit of chance to recover.
I think as much as Thomas managed to switch position and get his head out there, I think that's comfortably Rafferty's round there. Good round.
Another good round. A very, very close fight as well. I think this has been a fantastic matchup. You know, these guys look the same. They kind of are built the same.
Yeah, they're almost like clones of each other. Yeah, definitely a great matchup. I find on Evolution Combat you don't really get very many bad matchups. I think loads of people see in decisions and stuff as, people not really wanting to finish, but sometimes it's just that both guys are so evenly matched that they cancel out each other's best and worst kind of
exactly,
traits.
I've not got a lot of time for that attitude as well, that you've got to go for finishes, because there is always risk involved in that. As we saw that, Rafferty going for that guillotine, that was a risk. He dropped down to go for that. He burnt his arms a little bit trying to go for that. Maybe scores well on the judges' scorecards, but at the same time that could put him now in a worse situation going into the third round.
Definitely. Right, so getting geared up for our third and final round. Rafferty called him in there. Wonder if we're going to see a glove touch. I highly doubt it. No glove touch.
No, man.
I've never got that. Like, what's the point in not glove touching with someone? Oh, big uppercut
big
from
shots
Rafferty.
there from Rafferty.
Oh,
big knee there. Rafferty, another one.
Knee. And another.
Rafferty just swarming. Oh, and Thomas not got the energy there to deal with that. Oh,
big right hand.
Oh, he's got Thomas. Thomas is in
trouble
now.
Thomas is squared up here. I'm seeing visions of Henan Brow and TJ Dillashaw in the second fight up against the cage there.
Yeah, you can see the way Thomas is moving. He's definitely rocked from that. His mouth's open.
Oh,
several shots he drops. That was
a panic shoot there.
Panic
maybe.
shoot there, definitely.
Rolls through. He's now in that leg drag position back at the side.
Into side control. This could be where Raf looks for the finish. He doesn't want to give Thomas too much time as well to recover
he's got
here.
That arm
he's got the arm threat. He could maybe transition here to a knee on belly as well and just look to finish with ground and pound. And he goes for the
lovely
crucifix. Yeah, over to the knee. Attempts the knee on belly, but doesn't. I think Raf's being very intelligent here. He's not rushing into things. He went for the knee on belly, felt it wasn't worth it.
Maybe he's going to switch around to the other side.
To north-south, on back to this. Again, this is actually where Raf really wants to be.
Yep.
And both fighters swinging here.
Raf staying nice and composed as well. Nice uppercut.
Then. The way he's sort of combining those those hooks and those uppercuts is extremely effective in this situation.
Nice shot uppercut there from Thomas. And a knee
Rafferty
from Rafferty.
looking for the knees again. Rafferty's been very good at exploiting the knees in these sort of tight clinch situations.
Definitely, I'd have to agree.
And Thomas
now
managed to get the
switching the
turnaround,
position.
yeah. I think Thomas is just leaning into things a bit too much, leaving himself open to the knees there. Again, if you know, Rafferty's not really, the way Rafferty's standing straight, he's not really leaving himself open to these knees, whereas Thomas is.
Yeah, it's because of the angles of the body you can see there, you know. I think Raf really needs to try and pull these elbows up high. Thomas is
I think Rafferty just wants to keep this in the middle where he was having really good success. Yeah. Thomas just putting all his weight there, switches to the single.
Might be able to pull that out for the single leg finish.
I think Rafferty's just keeping just enough distance there between them though. He's just got that. Yeah, he's going to be looking to turn that into an underhook, I think.
A little bit of a stalemate here between both guys, but then again, they have expended a hell of a lot of energy in these last couple of rounds.
10 seconds to go. And Raf just wailing on Thomas there. Why not? 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, fuck
and
it.
Time.
Nice fight there. How did you find that? What do you think?
I think I would probably have perhaps given the first maybe just about to Thomas, or the last two to
I agree.
Rafferty.
Yep, I'm the exact same as you there.
I think in that first round, Rafferty just was maybe a little bit taken aback by the storm that Thomas kind of came out with. But he managed to weather that. He seems very confident himself as well.
Yeah.
Dan Hope, Adam Gregory and John Carr, all from Kaizen Academy in his corner.
Yeah, great show of striking there. Really good fight. It's good grappling exchanges as well. Impressed with both guys in certain areas, and like every fight, always left with stuff to work on when you're back in the gym as well. So that's exactly where you want to be. Unless you're MVP and you're fighting plumbers from your local college, you're probably not going to have much to improve upon in your fights.
The judges have awarded it as a unanimous decision. Your winner in the red corner, Rafferty Stewert.
Great fight there, and I think we're both in agreement with that decision there. I think Rafferty did do just enough to take that
passionate Rafferty there. And I think, yeah, it'd be interesting to see the cards, but I think they will probably agree with us on that.
For his opponent, Thomas Callaghan.
Great fight there, really good fight.
And Rafferty advances to 2 wins and 0 losses. And stick with us, we have one more amateur MMA bout before our pro card begins, with Jeff Acker of the Grip House versus Krzysztof Porowski of Reykjavik MMA.